The track and field season 2025 is finally rolling. We've seen amazing performances all over the world, indoors and outdoors. As a big track and field fan, I also watched the videos of other creators like the Sprint Factory, Jumpman or the biggest one, Total Running Productions. Andrew, who owns the biggest track channel on YouTube with over 700,000 subscribers, just released a video about the races this weekend. I don't usually react to other people's content, but in this video I think people will really get misleaded. I got inspired by him to create sprinting content 2.5 years ago when I started this channel. Normally his knowledge is very impressive, but this time he really compared weird facts. If you don't know, I'm a 2-time retired Olympic hurdler. I sprinted my whole life. I trained with athletes like Andre de Grasse or Fred Curley, so I think my knowledge about sprinting is pretty decent. Alright, let's start what really happened this Saturday in Canberra, Australia. The 21-year-old Australian sprinter Lachlan Kennedy impressed with a great run over 60 meter outdoors. If you don't know, in Australia there's summer at the moment, so athletes are ready to run fast under perfect conditions. The Australians are ready at the moment to show their peak performances week by week. The young Kennedy was already known as a very fast sprinter. In 2024 he improved his personal record 10.20 seconds. 2 weeks ago he already ran a good time of 6.55 seconds over 60 meters. If you don't know, the men's and women's 60 meters is mostly an indoor event. In all indoor facilities it's just not possible to run the 100 meters. Athletes are using this distance to compete and prepare the outdoor season. The fastest 100 meter sprinter in 2024, Kishane Thompson, raced 2 weeks ago over 60 meter outdoors in Jamaica, the time of 6.48 seconds, into a headwind of -2.1 meters per second. It was a great season opener for him, especially after many weeks of hard training. After months of preparing, all athletes need time to get fully recovered, so the first races of the season are always a little slower as usual. For a world-class sprinter it's simply not possible to peak the whole year and run super fast times. I think if elite sprinters like Kishane Thompson, Lyles or Fred Curley would focus at a 60 meter race during their peak time, they would probably run times under 6.35 seconds. Alright, so this Saturday Lachlan Kennedy showed a stunning progression over 60 meters. In a time of 6.43 seconds with a strong tailwind of 1.6 meter per second, the young Australian improved his personal record by more than 1/10 of a second. The day after he also improved his personal record over 100 meters from 10.20 seconds to 10.17 seconds, even when he ran into a headwind of -1.2 meters per second. An absolute great weekend for the young Australian. I think he is able to run 10.0 in the upcoming competitions. Alright, let's listen to the statements of Total Running Productions, even when he subtitled that these are not his theories.
Now, a few people have already posited that potentially the finishing clock was slightly off, or perhaps the wind reading was wrong.
First, if people talking absolutely nonsense, don't repeat it in your videos. The wind was perfect for sprinting and the distance was exactly 60 meters. It was a great race for Kennedy. Questioning his performance is absolutely bullshit. Let's listen to the next statement.
And we've already seen a time that would have placed second in last year's World Indoor Championships, just slightly ahead of Lyles. But again, this race was outdoors, with a pretty strong tailwind.
Why are you comparing a 60 meter outdoor performance with a 60 meter indoor performance? Absolute nonsense. The casual viewer is thinking now Kennedy could run 6.4 indoors with no wind at all. The time of 6.43 seconds with a tailwind of 1.6 meters per second is around 6.6 with no wind. The comparison with Noah's performance at the World Indoor Championships in Glasgow is just pointless. I think the Australian is a great starter, so he would be able to run fast over 60 meter indoors, but to make it even to the final at the World Indoor Championships would be very challenging for him. Kennedy showed his great talent this weekend. We can expect that he will progress year by year. Hopefully we will see him racing in Europe pretty soon. I know YouTube is all about clickbait and crazy storytelling, but end of the day, as a creator you should be honest to your viewers and analyze performances in the right way. At the moment the college athlete JC Stevenson is leading indoor at the men's 60 meters in a time of 6.50 seconds. But as you know, college athletes always starting earlier with training, so they are mostly running faster times sooner. Kishane Thompson showed in Astana a great opener in 6.56 seconds. Noah ran a time of 6.62 seconds in Florida. Indoor 60 meters and outdoor 60 meters are two different events. I would never compare them for honest analysis. Thanks for watching everyone, and see you next time.